everyone, this is Samantha coming back at you at my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be making a shaped card, particularly a shape of a tag, because I had this idea to make a card that's shaped like a tag so you can just tie it onto the front of a gift bag. So this is day 7 of my challenge to myself for a card a day in May. So I think I'm doing pretty good so far. I want to show you some of the cards that I've done so far, but probably after today I'll start a new cycle, because tomorrow it'll be, wait, is it day 6 or day 7? I can't even remember. Either way, tomorrow it'll be a week since I started this challenge. So today will be the last day that I'll show the cards that I did last week. So of course, if you want to see any of these cards that I've done, check out my channel. And this was the first card I made on May 1st. This was my May 2nd card. My May 3rd card. My May 4th card. My May 5th cards, which were these cute little mini cards. These came out super cute. And I think my son, oh, never mind. I know he was eyeing them. I was going to try to keep them as a surprise for him so I can put them in his lunchbox one day and surprise him. But he saw them already and he was really trying to take the guitar. And this was my one from yesterday, which was my May 6th one. So far, doing pretty good. So I'm going to retire these. Won't be showing these anymore. But of course, like I said, if you want to check out how I did them and the techniques used, please check out my channel. Sorry about that, got interrupted from my daughter. So I'm going to be making a birthday tag card for the front of a gift bag. And I'm going to use a stamp set called Stampology. It's called Card Sentiments, and I'm going to use the one that says 1 year older. I'm using this one because I feel like it'll be universal for, you know, a young child, a boy, a girl, even an adult, or what have you. Sorry, this was crooked on here. So I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to use, for my cartridge, I'm going to use Art Philosophy. And I picked this cartridge up at the last Creating Keepsakes conference. Not this last one, but the one before that. And unfortunately, it has a lot of great stuff on it, but I don't use it. I don't know why. So I'm forcing myself to use it today. I was going to just make a tag from a Sizzix die that I have, but I realized that this cartridge actually has tags that are shaped like cards. So I'm going to use that one. I'm also going to use some 3D elements to decorate the tag, and because this cartridge has a lot of those 3D flowers, all you do is roll them up and kind of fold the petals back, and then you have a flower. So I'm going to use those on here as well. And I think that's it. So I'm going to get all my supplies and get started so you can see where I'm going. I'm going to cut out everything first, so I'm going to have to do it on camera. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've cut everything I need for the card. And I forgot to show you the stack that I'm using today, the paper pack I'm using today. It's from KI Memories. It's called Sweet Life. And this was another paper pack that I got from Tuesday morning. Very pretty paper. It also came bundled with chipboard stickers, letters, metal something, some little puffy stickers. Really cute stuff. But anyway, I'm using this pattern from the pack and this pattern from the pack. And I got some brown ribbon. I'm going to use that. And my distress inks I'm going to use is Rusty Hinge, Walnut Stain, and Tea Dye. I wanted to show you, originally when I cut it, this one is actually 7.5 inches. And like I said, it's from the Cricut Art Philosophy cartridge. And I didn't realize how big it's going to be. So it was a trial and error type thing. I think it ends up measuring, well, this is 7.5. I'm not sure what the flat part is. But from side to side, it's like 4 1/3 inches wide. So this one is too big. So I just wanted to show you, this one is at 7.5 inches when you cut it. So you have to make sure you accommodate for top to bottom sizing from the tag top to the bottom. This one, however, is at 6.5. So this is the size that I decided to use. So I cut it. And then I cut this at 6.5 to go on top of it. But what I'm going to do is trim the tag part off right here so that they could just be flat matte on the bottom. Or if I wanted to, I could take this part and glue it right here. So when it's closed, it'll look like this, but when it's open, it'll just have the top part. Then I cut this scalloped oval at 3.1/4 inch, and it actually, when it cuts it landscape like this. So it's 3.1/4 this high. So if you need it to be a certain height and you want it like this, I would do a fit to length and put in how tall you want it to be. It just so happened this is actually the size that I wanted it to be, so it worked out okay. I went on and took the frame option from the same button, and I cut this one out at 3.1/4 as well. So that's going to go on top like this. Then I cut the oval at 2.5, and basically I just took the opening and kind of measured it just to see how big I needed it to be. So that's going to be where my stamped in sentiment goes. And then I have 3 flowers. Now these are cut from Art Philosophy as well. I put 2 together already just to save time. And then I'm going to show you how I put this one together. These are cut at 3.5, I think. I forgot just that quick. Yeah, they're about 3.5 inches. And when you cut these, just keep in mind that when you pick your size, it's going to measure from this tip top here to the tip top bottom. So it's measuring the height. So if you need a really big flower, you know, I would go bigger. This right here fits in the palm of my hand. And like I said, this is about 3.5 inches cut. So hopefully that'll give you, I do a combination. When I do these, I do a combination between this size, which is 3.5. And I don't think I've ever done anything more than 4. So, but anyway, so that's this flower. So I'll show you how to put this one together in a second. And then, of course, for my sentiment, I'm using the 1 year older stamp. And then on the inside, I'm using this stamp. And it says, "A teeny tiny wish for a great big wonderful birthday." So, okay, I'll get started putting this together. Forgot to mention that I'm going to use the rusty hinge on the edges of my flower just to give it a little dimension, because most roses aren't solid colored. So, let's get started. Okay. Just want to pause for a second and show you how cute this came out. I think this came out adorable. Just a word of advice, if you're dealing with very small cuts or intricate cuts like this, don't use like a glue like this, because I was having so many problems getting this glue down. I ended up using a Zig 2-way glue. So, because you kind of could just paint it on there. Your hands will get a little dirty from it, but I think it worked out a lot better. So I just wanted to stop and show you that, just so you can see what I was having problems with. Okay? Okay, this is what it looks like so far. I think it's coming out nice so far. Okay, so while I am getting ready to put the flowers on, I'm just going to show you how I assemble them. I think a good idea if you're working with these type of flowers is to have a tweezer. These are my Martha Stewart tweezers. I'm not sure what the technical name is for them, but they're the ones you press here to make them come out, as opposed to pressing them to make them close. You press them and they go the opposite way. So I'll take my tweezers, I'll place it at the top, at the front right here, and I'll just start rolling. And it keeps a good grip on it, and it keeps everything kind of even. So to me, it's easier just to do them like this. Just keep on rolling. And then when you get to the bottom here, which I'm almost there, you want to use this fat piece right here, that's where your glue's going to go. So I just kind of undo it, and then when you let it go, it just kind of springs forward. But pretty much it has the flower shape right now, you can see. So then it's just a matter of putting your glue of choice. And when working with these, I like to use hot glue because you want it to dry quickly. Hot glue will allow it to dry quickly. If you use any of these wet glues, it's going to take forever, and I don't know if you'll have to hold it down to make it glue. I haven't even tried it. So get my hot glue gun, just been over here heating. Put a little dab like that, and then place it on the hot glue. Then what I like to do, just to keep my center closed tight as opposed to unraveling, I kind of retwist it just in the center and keep pressing it. When you undo it, it should keep its form. Sometimes you might have to put a little more glue down in the flower and just press down till it dries. And it looks like I'm going to have to put a little more glue. And voila, there's your flower. And then what I like to do, which I didn't get a chance to do very much on this, is take my tweezers and kind of pull the petals back some. I don't do all of them. I do like just a couple, just to give it like an opening look. And then you could take your fingers too and kind of press them down. Okay. And I think before I finish, I want to add some leaves to it. So I'm going to get some leaves. Okay, I'm back. Power of scraps. Love scraps. I never throw a scrap away, especially if it has like a lot of space left on it. So I'm just going to use my punch here. Press them down in the center to give them like a little wrinkly look. And one thing I like about this stamp, this punch, I gave it away. It's a stamper too. You take the top off and it has like these little stamps you can add details to it. It was on clearance at my Michael's a long time ago, so I don't even know if they still sell them. But if you can find some, I actually have a cupcake one, a butterfly, a snowflake, and this one. I think that's it. If you could find them, love these. I think that looks a lot better, just so far, me looking at it. So I will glue these down, and then we can finish up everything. And I'm going to use my hot glue gun for this as well. And I almost forgot the most important thing. I don't know how I forgot that. I was supposed to distress the edges. And once again, I'm using Rusty Hinge. I'm going to go on and do that now before I glue them down. There it go. So you can see a little bit of the Rusty Hinge on it. It's very pretty. Okay, I'm going to get ready to do the rest of them. You know, I think it came out really nice. So this is Samantha again, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching my video and sticking out with me so far during my card a day in May. Stay tuned for tomorrow, of course, because I'll have another card. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know and put them down below. Alrighty. You have a good day. Bye. Oh, and stay tuned for the pictures behind this video. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.